Welcome to the TenCast podcast. I'm Jack Brock. I'm here with Patrick Russell, Angus Pritchard, and Derek Walker. And today we're just going to be previewing Star Wars The Force Awakens because we are all so excited for this new film.
So excited. Especially Angus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, are you, I assumed you were excited. Are you guys actually excited?
Yeah. Well, not as much as Christmas, though, because, Christmas.
I'm very excited.
Personally, I think it pretty much overshadows Christmas, and I'm not really thinking about Christmas, just thinking about sitting down in that movie theater and watching them.
Okay, so then what are you looking forward to the most?
Probably just seeing the old characters again, as well as the new ones, like the balance between them a lot.
The balance.
Yeah, like
them.
Luke.
Between them.
Like I don't think the actor for Luke has acted in any films for forever. Like
I know he's done voice acting.
Yeah, he's done a few voice acting stuff, and I think he's even done a bit of theater work. But I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything about theater work.
Was there something was he like something from Toy Story, like Buzz Lightyear, or?
No, I don't think so. I know he voiced the Joker in many animated Batman films. Yeah. And I know he voices a character on the Cartoon Network show, Regular Show.
Yes.
and
Skip.
He did.
He is Skip.
I know he recently appeared as the villain in an episode of The Flash. But
Really?
Yeah.
Like he was acting in it?
Yeah.
Was he the one with the red eyes that's like in a blur?
No. He wasn't a major villain. He was like a one-episode villain.
Okay. Oh, like a one-night stand villain.
So
Yeah, I guess.
So is this like a dark turn for him, maybe? Like he's gonna...
You think that Luke's gonna be a bad guy?
Well, everyone's pretty sure. There's been a lot of theories thrown out about Luke maybe being the bad guy in
Kylo Ren.
in the hood, Kylo Ren.
Wait, Kylo Ren is who?
He's like the new Darth Vader.
He's the bad guy with the hood.
The double lightsaber.
The lightsaber cross. You guys remember the first trailer came out, that little parody that someone made, like,
And just kept...
Yeah, the lightsaber just kept going out. Anyway, I don't think that's gonna happen. Like, I don't think...
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that would mean they're pretty much repeating what the old one did, which basically is having someone like Luke's lineage being the bad guy in the mask the entire time. And you can only really play that card once. And if you did, it was just like, they just did it again.
There has to be some reason why Luke hasn't appeared in any trailer.
Well, his face hasn't
in the
appeared.
poster. He's not in the poster. Well, if it's not his face, that means he's behind the mask for Kylo Ren.
No, but okay.
Didn't you see R2-D2?
Oh, I think
when he
exactly like
see
the
a
robotic
metal
hand.
Yeah, there's no way they're gonna have a robotic hand being put on R2-D2 by
in a
someone you don't
Jedi
see,
cloak.
And then not have it be Luke. That would be
Exactly. That would just be
red herring. But
all right, so you guys are saying that Luke is inside of R2-D2.
No. All right, if you remember from the first trailer, like when you see R2-D2, I think he's like in some kind of sandy desert like area.
But
basically
nowadays the R2-D2 is the little orange rolling thing.
no, that's a different.
That's
droid
BB-8.
Yeah, the rolling one is BB-8, not R2-D2.
R2-D2 is actually going to be in the
He's
film.
still R2-D2.
Yeah.
Yes.
In one of the trailers.
I mean, it's like no one has seen this part of the trailer where like R2-D2 is there, standing next to a figure with robotic right hand.
I saw that.
His hand on R2-D2.
Yeah.
But there's still some reason why they haven't showed Luke Skywalker
But
yet.
then there's a voice saying, "The Force is strong in my family," and it's
Oh,
obviously
yeah,
Hamill's voice, and it says, "I have it" when he puts his hand
And then
on
my
the thing.
sister
So-
has it.
And
He
then it
said
shows
my
like
father has it.
no, and then my father has it, and it shows the picture of Darth Vader.
But he said my father has it instead of had.
Well,
Well, I
it's
mean,
not
'cause
like
he's
you
still,
don't
like,
lose
in
the Force,
yeah.
because I mean, think about it. The Jedi
like-
can come back as ghosts.
Like remember at the end of episode 6, that was like my favorite shot ever. Not really my favorite shot ever, but it was a really cool shot where they had, they were like in the Ewok party place, and then Luke and Yoda and Obi-Wan all appeared. Like,
Oh yeah.
Force
It was they were
figures.
having the celebration at the end, and then
Yeah.
like everybody
in
comes
episode
back.
6.
Didn't
Yeah.
they have like? Didn't they have Anakin in that though?
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
Anakin.
It wasn't Darth. It was Anakin. But
Yeah, I don't remember. Did he have his limbs cut off? Like it showed no robotic parts in him.
Yeah, that's a really interesting thing. Did it when you get killed, if you had robotic limbs, when you become part of the Force or whatever, do you still have robotic limbs in the Force?
Yeah, I mean,
Or are you-
I'd hope so. I don't want to be a ghost with just like
I know.
just like,
Or do you have like a real hand? I don't know. It's trivial, but
Yeah, I mean, that would be nice to have a real
rewatch
hit.
that.
Yeah, just like go ahead and die so you can get your body parts back again.
Exactly. That'd be funny.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm pretty sure that is Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
What if Luke is dead, and that was his ghost speaking, his Force
It
ghost?
didn't look like a ghost in the trailer.
I mean,
Yeah.
It
that's
could
a
just
pretty
be a
live
red
ghost.
hair.
when
like you
Obi-Wan
said.
Or
came
maybe-
back in the last 3, he didn't look like a ghost either. He wasn't like.
And he was blue
Well,
and
he-
silvery.
transparent.
Well, he wasn't a ghost until halfway through A New Hope.
Yeah.
Well, no, but like, remember
Yeah.
how he kept on coming back and like being like easier for us.
He always said it in his head.
Yeah,
Like-
he said
Oh, really?
he
I
said
thought-
he had like a disembodied voice, and then he came back and he was like glowing in blue.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, very
Yeah,
ghost-like.
the hand wasn't really that glowy or
Unless
so.
like ghosts have found a way to possess robots.
yeah
Yeah. Or I mean, for all we know, it's like C3PO's cousin or something.
I mean,
And it's just like.
as much as I think George Lucas would love to do that.
Well, George
J.J.
Lucas
Abrams.
has almost no hand in this
Yes,
movie. It's
I forgot.
all J.J.
It's
Abrams.
Star Trek
J.J.
guy.
Abrams just doesn't really.
Well, I mean, like, how do you feel having the guy who directed Star Trek direct Star Wars?
I mean,
I wouldn't like that.
To be fair, a lot of his Star Trek movies were more Star Wars-ish than
Yeah, I
Star
mean-
Trek-y.
yeah.
Star Trek-y. What's Star Trek-y?
I mean, like, Star Trek wasn't always about the fighting, and yet there was a whole lot of fighting in those two movies.
Mhm.
I mean, I know it was like a prequel.
So it was like
Maybe
more action
eventually they'll
sci-fi.
get to their peaceful place. Maybe that was his plan. But he's left that series to do Star Wars.
Yeah.
Because who wouldn't?
Yeah, I think like Into Darkness didn't do so well, right?
It
Like the
didn't
last
do
one.
well critically.
Oh, but it was like a fan favorite though.
No, it was far from a fan
So it just didn't do well.
I mean, like,
Oh, we're talking about like
people had a
financially
lot
it did
of
well.
problems with it because it felt sort of like the Wrath of Khan.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of, like, there's a lot of press that was like, oh, Benedict Cumberbatch is Khan. And he kept saying, no, he's not Khan, he's not Khan. And then he ended up being Khan. A lot of fans felt like it was ruined. I actually really enjoyed the movie, but I'm not a huge Star Trek fan to begin with.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen any Star Trek movies actually. Like, should I try to invest in those? Like J.J. Abrams was not-
JJ,
like, not
I
a
like
TV show.
J.J. Abrams' 2 Star Trek movies personally.
All you need is Star Wars.
Honestly. First, like, wait, hold on. Because I think like Star Trek, or at least the TV show, fell into the genre of space opera. That weird, like, genre. Anyway, would you say Star Wars would do the same thing, like be a space opera? I'm not even sure what the characteristics of it
Like
are
a soap opera, only in space.
in space.
I mean, I don't know, the Clone Wars, Star Wars, kind of like a space opera, I guess. A lot
Uh-huh.
of drama.
Yeah,
that kind
lots
thing.
of drama.
I don't know.
By the way, like, Star Wars is not very seamless. Like, you have like great leaps of time between the movies. Just imagine if like this trilogy that they're having, like I think they're planning on making 3 more movies already of Star Wars. This
Wait,
being
are
one
they-
of them.
They're making 3 main
8, 9.
Star Wars movies, like
Oh, yeah,
7,
and
8,
then
9, and then
they're
they're
having,
having
like, a Han Solo
few
spin-off, right?
spin-off movies called the Star Wars Anthology.
Wait, when are these coming out?
This is going to be...
Okay, so-
This is like a lot
so-
of Fantastic
so
Beasts.
So
it's
like
like
this
a
year,
long-term
this
thing,
year
like
is
J.J.
Star
Abrams
Wars.
Yeah.
is
Like
gonna be
Marvel.
dead by the time.
Probably like Marvel for Star Wars. I mean, now Disney
Yeah.
owns both franchises. We'll just see like the Guardians of the Galaxy in the background.
Iron Man, like, it was like, you're like out of a spaceship window, you see like Iron Man like flying along.
Yeah, no, like
Ah.
something
Yeah,
happens.
like
It's
flying
like
the nuke into the...
Yeah, like,
That
like
would be
past
hilarious.
Earth, you can like see him just coming out.
And
like,
then,
what's that Tin Man doing? Like they call it some kind of droid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. But
I-
but yeah, just like on the note of like Abrams' influence on the series. It just reminded me of something that I saw when the first trailer came out. It was hilarious. There was this whole sort of all these analyzation videos that happened like just after the first teaser trailer, and one of them was this really funny guy, and he said, on the note of the lightsaber, I noticed right away that it comes out really fast. It's like and like it doesn't like have the slow extend. That makes me think of how in Abrams Star Trek, the Enterprise just jumped into hyperspace or into warp really fast, and just made me think of how Abrams likes to take people from point A to point B and just
The fastest
very
way
little
possible.
time in between.
Yeah, does anyone know the runtime of the movie? Speaking of which, just like since we're talking about
Not
time.
off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I'm guessing over 2 hours though. They could pull that off.
Yeah, probably. I mean, fans wait this long. It's like, might as well. Hey, we got some people, visitors, wandering eyes. I think Fitness wants to join.
Just say it. It's great.
All right.
Jones is one of our friends who's a big fan of Star Wars. So
We were talking
he's
about
coming
Star
in our
Wars.
podcast midway through. Yes.
Welcome to the show, Fitness Jones.
Okay. All right.
All right. Now, so anyway, as I was talking about the modernization of Star Wars, because the last movie came out like what? Before the aughts?
Like 2005.
2000. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, 2005. So just think, now that we have like made advances in visual effects, what do you think this is gonna look like?
Personally, I think Abrams is doing like a good job when it comes to like the visual effects. He isn't going all the full CG, which I think is great, because in the past, in the prequels, they did a terrible job with just using the graphics instead of practical effects.
Really quick, let's just accept
What
happened in the prequels, not go off on a
Oh no,
tangent.
we're not gonna go off on a tangent and talk about the prequels.
Personally, in all of our hearts and in all of the
I
hearts
thought
of
we
anyone
were
who
going
could
off
listen.
on
I
a
mean,
tangent,
when
Angus.
I was watching that when I was younger, I was totally down. I was like, man, this looks great. But then I watched it when I was like older. I was like, what is
Yeah,
this?
I watched it.
Then again-
I watched it when I was younger. I watched it when I was older. I still enjoyed them greatly. I
No,
still,
my least favorite ones were like the 1 and 2. Like the
Mike.
Okay.
1 and 2 were my least favorite. Just because
Third one was really weird.
that angsty Anakin, I just can't.
it was more.
Okay, we've just done it. We've just
the
the
line.
We couldn't manage to do a Star Wars thing without
Without talking about the prequels.
hating about
I mean, the
prequels.
line. All right, so this
Okay,
is
is anyone
another
here-
reason why it was bad. It was the poor like writing. Like
Yeah.
it was just really.
The writing
kinda
was
cheesy,
awful.
but
Like-
it was terrible.
Like, Anakin, the Emperor is evil. Well, from my point of view, the
Jedi are evil.
Like that's an actual verbatim quote.
Yeah.
I think
Obi-Wan and Anakin.
I think I think Anakin's character. But they did that. It was fluid, and it made it not seem like script writing flaws. It was a character trait that he just didn't know English.
No. I don't think that was their point at all.
He just didn't know English.
It really, I think, added a lot to Anakin's character.
Well, all right. So
Okay.
with all,
Swiftly.
so I mean, I still like my modernization question was that like, I think J.J. Abrams is known for like his lens flares. Like I think that's one of the things I noticed in the trailer, especially when the clone troopers were getting out. I mean, stormtroopers. Stormtroopers or clone troopers? Do you think that they would have brought the clone troopers back?
No.
I mean, I think
that's
For my-
weren't
for
they
the
just
audience.
clone troopers to begin with?
they were.
Well, the clone
The
troopers.
audience
So
they turned into stormtroopers.
yeah, they turned into
or
stormtroopers.
they were
Gave
just
them
clones, you know.
Yeah. So I
But they're
mean,
still clones.
yeah.
Yeah.
What
Just
what
call
does
them, like-
the Sith and like what are they fighting for now? I mean, maybe not fighting for, but
Well,
like
okay,
what is their position in the galaxy? What is
May I
okay.
can I give some backstory too? Alright, so the new episode is supposed to be like the new order, like
Yeah,
the
the
new
new
Sith,
order.
because after that whole like catastrophe where they blew up the Death Star, the Sith
the
was
second-
crippled,
Mhm.
Go ahead.
and you know, like all their main superpowers, you know, the Emperor and Darth Vader were gone, so they just like
Like
went
a power vacuum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, I don't
I mean,
understand
how many
is
Sith are there
looking,
though? Go
looking
ahead.
at the trailers and looking at the names of all the stuff, like, it looks like the rebels still lost.
Well,
What?
no, okay, so, they blew up the Death Star, but the Empire was huge. and so there's still like a large amount of the Empire that's not.
So the Emperor wasn't the head of the Empire, or
No, the
something?
Emperor was the head.
Okay.
And the Empire was in disarray. But I kind of geeked out. There's the new order that they made.
Hashtag New Order.
Yeah. But so the new order that they made, like out of the ashes of the Empire, is headed by Supreme Leader Snoke. Who's voiced by Andy Serkis.
Andy
It's gonna be
Serkis.
awesome.
Yeah.
Who's Andy Serkis?
Gollum.
Don't even do it. How do you not know? How do you not know what circus is?
I mean, I know Gollum. I just don't know like who he played.
Andy
Like
Serkis. Oh,
Andy
man.
Serkis. He's Gollum.
Yeah, he.
No, I mean-
he does like every single.
Wait, who's
Is he like?
voicing?
Is he? So
He's
no.
voicing,
Just think of.
Snoke.
So have you seen this guy? Yeah.
Andy Serkis.
No, I'm like in the.
Supreme Leader Snoke.
No,
Okay.
not really.
So no.
Just imagine-
There's one
there's-
shot, though.
In the Korean trailer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
You
there's
totally
that one-
geeked out
there's
on
that
this
one
one.
shot.
the one shot of like the big open expanse with all of like the thousands of clone troopers, and then
Oh, yeah,
there's
I've
like
seen
that
that
guy
shot.
standing there.
Yeah.
Is he?
And he
Is
has
he short?
like fur on.
Yeah,
or something.
actually.
No. So I'm
That's
thinking. I'm thinking
strong.
reverse Yoda.
Like if.
Yeah, he's a.
No. So is he like humanoid in a way? Like.
Oh yeah, I think he's.
Okay,
he's either a
'cause-
human or like almost.
Just
a human.
imagine. Like I would like
It's
to
not
see.
gonna be.
What if? I mean, what species is Yoda? Is that really told?
I don't.
But anyway, just
I haven't
imagine one of
seen anything about
Yoda's kind,
species.
like being a Sith or something like that.
Wait,
I
we're
like-
talking about
That'd be
Yoda?
really weird.
Yeah.
I think you're like a dragoon, or whatever the planet was called. Like
Oh,
something-
Dagobah?
Dagobah.
Yeah, Dagobah.
It's
Dagobah.
Dagobah. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, something like that. Call yourself a
So
Star Wars
one of
nerd.
them
No, I'm just
is
kidding.
the bad guy. No. A Yoda species.
Oh no, I'm just saying. Just imagine if this guy was kind of like based off of a reverse Yoda,
I
like
always have wanted to see
That'd be crazy.
another like
Dagobah.
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 Oh my
Oh.
god.
planet guy.
You know what? You're just gonna.
Alright.
Like
Never mind. We'll have like a little caption that says Dagobah.
Yeah.
So for me, it seems like the main villain of this one is Kylo Ren, who is like he's kind of like the second guy of the Sith.
The
And-
second Darth, like
Yeah,
Darth
yeah, he's
Vader,
pretty
new
much
Darth
the second-
Vader.
And the
Yeah.
thing, and the weird thing about it, he is obsessed with Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
so he's
is
like a Darth
obsessed-
Vader fanboy.
Yeah, it's pretty much what he is.
oh, I
Yeah.
never knew that.
Okay.
Wait,
So-
how did you find that out?
Well, I mean, he sees like his
Yeah.
helmet. He's like, I'm continuing what you started.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
so like the,
Dialogue.
What you started. But-
yeah, it's like oh my god. Yeah,
But I'm gonna do this.
yeah.
But
No, it like Kylo Ren turns out to be like Luke's long lost brother, and then it's just like continuing a family legacy.
yeah.
I'm disappointed that he's not a Darth. though.
He's-
We
he hasn't
we had
got to Darth
Maul,
yet.
We had Darth like.
Yeah, Darth Maul was
Tyrannus, like what was it, Count Dooku?
Darth-
Count Dooku.
It's a
Yeah, speaking of which, what are the
Tyrannus.
Sith ranks?
Tyrannus, something like that.
We had Darth Tyrannus.
So it was like
Darth
Emperor,
Sidious.
Count, then Darth,
Yeah.
then just
Hey,
nothing.
we had
Was it
General
Grievous
Grievous.
or
Oh,
something?
okay, General.
Oh,
General's
General
probably pretty
Grievous
low.
was not a Sith.
General
He was just a
Grievous was
weird
the biggest-
robot.
Like that's why I like the third episode. Like that's why I like Darth Maul. I liked Count Dooku. I liked.
Okay,
General
Count Dooku was
Grievous. Like,
good,
I
but
really got attached to the characters in the first.
I didn't like
I-
Darth Maul though. Like
Okay.
he just seemed more
I have
brawn,
something
and
to
he didn't.
say.
He didn't deserve the title of Darth.
All right, so
This is something
this
exactly.
is
He looked
something that
so
has come
cool.
up recently. Have been like people saying that like Count Dooku wasn't even supposed to be part of the franchise because like a lot of people are saying that what's his name, Jar Jar,
Jar Jar Binks,
is apparently a Darth. Like he like there's
Yes.
a
evidence.
Darth Jar
There's-
Jar.
Yes.
There's
So,
actual evidence. that
Kylo
he-
Ren is actually Jar Jar Binks.
That would make sense.
No,
That would
it
make
would
sense.
be like his
Think
no,
about it.
like
Think about it. He was
He was never killed.
It was
like,
Anakin's
on camera.
caretaker.
He just didn't.
He was Anakin's.
no, but okay. So
Like,
he must be like
He
a
was,
really
oh, no. He was Anakin's like best friend, and then he pledged to Obi-Wan that he would like be loyal to him.
Oh,
For, like,
Wait, be
Sure.
loyal to Anakin? No, be loyal to
Be
Anakin.
loyal to Obi-Wan, but Obi-Wan was like Anakin's biggest supporter. So Jar Jar Binks, he had no. So the theory is that he has come back as Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren is a Sith Lord who appeared like 20 or like 15 or 20 years after the Battle of Endor, after Episode 6 was over. And another theory is that he was Luke's apprentice who turned to the dark side.
I could see that.
Yeah,
But I mean,
because he was with
but
the-
they've already done that.
But
Like
he was with
Yoda,
Yeah.
Anakin kind of thing.
Yoda-
Except it was
think
Obi-Wan.
about it.
Count
about it.
Dooku was
Yeah.
Yoda's
Right.
apprentice.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Yoda's pretty much
And then
trained
Qui-Gon
everybody
Jinn-
who's a
Qui-Gon
Jedi.
Jinn
Like,
was Count
it's-
Dooku's apprentice, and then
Yeah.
Jar Jar, the thing is also, he was spending a lot of time with the Emperor, so the Emperor also probably influenced him a lot.
That's true.
To go to this, like, dark
I know,
But
but
not to mention
yeah.
Jar Jar was kind of cast away. Wasn't he like kind of cast away from his own people, like from his own species?
Well, yeah.
they
So
didn't
like his
like
own
him
people
very
didn't
much.
like him very
Yeah.
much.
And
So,
so was Anakin. Like
so the-
none of them liked him very much.
Oh yeah, Anakin was just
The theory was-
being angsty.
So in, I think it was Episode 1, when Padme is asking the people, the Gungans, for help, they at first deny her completely, but then Jar Jar comes in, and he's doing lots of wavy hand motions and
Yeah.
saying, "Misa, what the hell, Padme?" and doing all these wavy.
Oh, Force.
And so,
Wow.
and he seems to have this uncanny persuasive ability.
Because
and
not to
all
mention,
this-
because he's
like
so
he-
annoying, but he's still around.
He's a complete imbecile, but he manages to be in the Galactic Senate.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
Like, whenever the senator, aka Darth Sidious, is standing on the podium, guess who's right next to him? Jar Jar Binks.
Ooh. Oh, okay. You know what?
But yeah, what are you saying?
I read an article one time about how Jar Jar Binks is actually essential to the Star Wars world. About how
Mhm.
nothing would be the same without him.
Nothing would be the same about Jar Jar.
Yeah, and it was like, and it turns out
It would be so much better.
that he would no. It was also about how Jar Jar would make an amazing Jedi, because he actually has amazing like flexibility and like jumping abilities, and he's basically like really athletic and good at that.
Well, yeah, but you have to be more than athletic to be a Jedi, right?
Yeah,
Well,
to be good
apparently,
as
according
well.
to them, he's really
Okay.
good at the Senate too. He's really good at leadership. And
Oh wow!
Alright, so yeah.
That moment we just see Kylo Ren take off his mask. It's like Jar Jar.
Everyone would now. Jar Jar is the most
He's a killer.
despised character.
Misa finish like you start. Okay, so I hate to be like the party pooper, but it's confirmed that Adam Driver, the one of the new actors, is gonna be playing Kylo Ren, because you see in one of the teaser trailers, when John Boyega, what's his name?
The Stormtrooper?
Finn, yeah,
Finn,
Finn.
yeah.
Finn lights his lightsaber up or something.
Oh,
in
yeah,
the-
and they
in
have that
Dark Woods,
little-
and then
Yeah.
then he turns his lightsaber on. Kylo Ren actually has his hood off, and you can see like the haircut, and that's Adam Driver's haircut.
Oh yeah, that's true. I did. Yeah, I forgot.
Not very many like Finny things coming out
No,
of his head.
then you see it just it turns out to be because you remember. I mean,
There's a wig.
think about it. Okay, so do you remember Star Wars Episode 2? That assassin,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Looked like a woman.
Oh,
Yeah.
But
What
then
happened? She,
Jar Jar Binks is
she
one
was
of those people.
Yes.
Oh my
And he's
god.
just faking to be a Gungan the whole
yeah,
time.
so she's so like a
don't
shape. I mean, so I think we could leave like shapeshifter is still up there.
I'm gonna call timeout.
okay, sorry.
We are sad to say that
Well-
Finnis had to leave.
Yeah,
but
Finnis
we
is
will
no longer with
continue
us.
talking about Star Wars.
He left his jacket.
That's my jacket.
Oh no, he left his jacket.
No,
Okay.
that's my jacket.
So, what do you guys think about Finn appears to be wielding lightsabers?
So talking about like
Wait,
He's
for the
the
record-
guy who was in the stormtrooper outfit. He's
Yeah.
played by John
In the, like, the very
Boyega.
beginning,
The black
Yeah.
guy?
he
Yes.
Yeah.
takes off his
So
hood.
I mean, after Mace Windu died, we have to get back to it.
You know
Black
that Samuel Jackson's son? No.
No, I was gonna say like,
Oh my gosh.
Mace Windu had a son. It's like you're full. Because
Okay.
I mean, pretty much the Jedi. I think they're based off of Buddha or some kind of religion that's already basically like where they have to. Because Anakin can be with anybody. That's like
Yeah.
that's like a religious kind of thing.
Okay.
I don't think they're a religious cult.
Not, but they kind of represent one in a way.
Kind of. Like,
But basically,
yeah, I guess they.
So I'm just
they
saying.
represent,
Basically,
like,
I'm just saying that Mace
religion.
Windu probably does not have any family besides the Jedi. So
Wait,
I don't.
Jedi cannot marry, right? Or they
yeah,
cannot-
that's like the whole. That's why
They're
Anakin,
not supposed to.
They're not supposed to. Yeah.
So that's why they spent a whole bunch of the third movie just.
Playing Anakin and Padme. How could Padme fall for someone like that? Like
She's also like 5 years older than him.
Exactly.
More than 5.
More than because you see the
She
first
looks
one.
exactly the same in the first and third movie, in the first and second movies, and then Anakin is like the same age as her in the second movie.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's nothing that doesn't say like Padme is not human, right? Or like doesn't age like a human.
That would be really weird.
Yeah. I mean, she's
mean,
she's like
maybe
a,
maybe
there are, like,
maybe
she's like
people from
100 years
Naboo
old.
just age slowly.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, the
She's
Emperor
really
is from
divided in
Queen of
Naboo.
Naboo. Oh shoot, Anakin got some Queen of Naboo. I never even thought of that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He's really.
Yeah. I mean, how? Wait, Jedi. He's a Jedi. Of course. He can just wave at them. No, I'm kidding.
Oh no!
That's why.
No!
Marry me. No, I do.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably solved so many problems and then create whole new ones.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, it's called The Force Awakens.
Yeah,
So-
and then in the trailer they're like,
So,
oh, I forgot the line. all of
everybody
a
just starts
sudden, I'm
waving their arms
sorry.
around and then, like, no, it's good.
Okay, so the prevailing theory is that
The Force is actually a being, and that will be shown. Just like...
Actually,
never-
actually, they
Really?
explained what the Force was in the
Oh,
pre.
yes, they did. It's actually biological instead of-
mitochondria or something.
No, it's,
Mitochondria?
It's-
mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
No, oh,
it's the
yeah, you're metachlorians?
something like that. It's
Yeah.
something with mito and chlor.
Yeah.
I just don't remember the ending.
Chloride, like, not chlorine, like chloroplast in a way. So it's kind of comparing you to a plant. It's like a biological thing instead of a spiritual
It ends
thing,
in
which is
Orions,
interesting.
I think.
Yeah, midichlorians.
Oh yeah, it is midichlorians.
Midichlorians or metachlorians? I guess
Some-
meta, like,
I think there's an I.
so meta, like thinking chlor is like chloroplast, as in it powerhouse of the
Something.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could totally see
But-
that,
So
fixing all
the
those.
prevailing theory
Uh-huh.
is that if you remember in the first trailer, the first teaser trailer,
Yeah.
said there has been an awakening
In the
in the Force. Have you felt it? And then John Boyega jumps up. He's like,
he's the epitome of the
and so-
Force.
but no, and so the theory is that he was a stormtrooper, just any other ordinary Joe stormtrooper, and then like he becomes Force sensitive. And
Shoot! I think I.
So
okay,
Jedi
no,
aren't
no, 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 and
Jedi
then-
aren't born; they're made in a way.
no,
not
Okay.
necessarily.
Like, some Jedi are born and some Jedi aren't. But like Anakin wasn't able to like sense things in the Force completely when he was younger. He was just like better at doing things. So the theory is that John Boyega wasn't really he was just assumed to be very skilled or something, and then
What if well, has anyone ever thought why he jumped up? Like,
He probably just woke up in the middle of the
no,
desert.
no,
Was
no.
like, guys,
he
where
was,
are you?
he was in this. He was in the. It showed it in the most recent trailer. Right. It was either the second most recent or most recent, where there was a space battle, and then it showed he was a special pilot or something, and so it showed his thingy, his TIE fighter, with like a broken wing, and it was hurtling towards a planet, and then you see in some different segment of the trailer there's a crashed TIE fighter by John Boyega, and so I'm pretty sure he was like in the TIE fighter, and then he woke up and he was like, now I'm Force sensitive or something.
Oh, so he must have just got hit on the head really hard to awaken his metachlorians.
Yeah, exactly. Not.
Awaken his metachlorians.
I hope they include a Sarlacc pit. I
Yeah.
know.
Ooh, I mean, because
I know.
everyone wants a Sarlacc pick, but it only happens in the
I
sixth.
read the whole Wikipedia article
Wikipedia.
on the Sarlaccs, and that was long too. It took about 3 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my,
How do you get so invested in something like a Sarlacc pit?
Interesting creatures in the world, like
In the world, I mean, in the
in the
world,
galaxy.
in the
because
galaxy.
It turns out they're not only on Tatooine.
Yeah. I think
they
you told me about that.
like Shakti. Shakti. The like girl that every little 8-year-old had a crush on, who was
Oh, was that the red and white
yeah, the
one?
red and white.
The one
oh,
who
Stormtrooper?
you see him. You see her for like
No, she's a
5,
Jedi.
Oh,
like a little bit in episode 3.
Yeah.
Either
Even though
episode 3 or
her
episode 2.
official role as a Jedi, it's kind of ceremonial, is to like guard the doors of the main.
Wait, is she like?
council.
Does she have like a pale face?
She
and,
has.
like, the-
She's like red. She has white things like like you know what Ahsoka looks like.
Yes.
She basically looks like a grown-up Ahsoka, like with like
Yeah,
fully-
yeah. Oh yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
And she actually, according to like, I read her Wikipedia article,
Mm-hmm.
and she died by Sarlacc pit. Fun fact.
Really?
Yeah, and like, but it was on another planet though, because
That must
Sarlacc
be a-
pits they breed by sending
Seeds.
particles and seeds up into the air, which get carried into space actually and land on other planets. And then when like a male, when it like lands like in a male Sarlacc pit,
That
it will
seems-
get born. No, in a female. No, yeah, the males send up the whatever, and then it will land down onto another planet, right, into another one. For the first 500 years of their life, they tunnel underground. They move. The little mobile things that like.
Mobile.
And then eventually, they'll get too big and they'll find a place to settle and grow bigger for eternity. Until
That's like eventually they'll swallow the planet.
well,
until they get Boba
actually,
Fett.
their lifespan is 10,000 years, but
Yeah, that's like decent. Except that you wouldn't go anywhere for 10,000 years. Plus, you'd be immobile. So like, how do you wait for food? Just like sit there
Well,
and wait for people to throw
yeah,
stuff
I mean,
in.
Well, usually there's some
Like game.
judiciary system that sets up an execution.
Yeah.
So like, I want to set up a new court. Are there any Sarlacc pits around? Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
justice.
they're very, very interesting. I'm a big fan. Oh, and
So, you
they
just get a shirt
you
with
wonder
Sarlacc.
how they get food. Well, when they eat their food, they save them. They keep them alive in their stomach so that they can, like, kind of eat them whenever.
Whatever.
Yeah,
so like
so-
leftovers.
Yeah, but they eat them by acid so that.
Oh,
they'll
that's
eat them-
like a horrible way to
Yeah,
die.
so it literally is one of the worst ways to die in the whole universe because
You're being
live
digested.
you live forever until you just get acided over years and years. It's terrible.
But why does it have teeth then?
Hmm?
Like, doesn't the Sarlacc pit have teeth?
To like make sure once it like bites
Well,
something,
no, they actually have teeth, but if you notice, their teeth are facing inwards.
so that when something
Oh, that's
gets
true,
in
that's
it,
true.
They
like,
can't
get out.
crawl
It's like a
out.
shark.
Oh,
Like a shark.
It's like
eats
those
its
little
prey
tiger
whole.
things that you see in the roads where you
Yeah.
can't go back over, or else
Yeah.
they're tied.
Yeah, like animals.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty.
So,
They must have evolved pretty well.
Oh, and the
Since-
tongue, you know the thing that comes out? The little,
Mhm. Right.
That's actually not like a head, that's the tongue. But they have a tongue that can open and close. So,
so Angus, you were telling me you have the whole movie planned out, and since we don't have much time left, I was just gonna let you.
Okay, so try and make this kind of short. I read a whole bunch of articles and all that stuff. Just kind of binge obsessed over the Star Wars, and this was like 2 trailers ago, and so there's probably been some different theories, but this is as much as I can piece together. Basically, there's the remnants of the Republic. I mean, the remnants of the Empire turned into the New Order. All the clone troopers got the new outfits with like the black circle or whatever.
Really. I haven't seen
Then-
outfits. Go ahead.
And then they, when they were on the gunship,
Yeah, I don't think I got a good look at it.
yeah, they have like a black stripe going on the side. It's
Oh.
just another progression of the.
Okay.
But okay, so the New Order is the remnants of the Republic, basically under a new head, the Supreme Leader Snoke.
Like President Snow.
Yeah, who's played by Andy Serkis, and then his like henchman, right hand man, kind of like Emperor Darth Vader sort of relationship is Kylo Ren, who is this other character, who I really think was Luke's apprentice, and then turned to the dark side after something happened. In the years between, Kylo Ren is supposed to have appeared 15 to 20 years after the Battle of Endor as like a Sith Lord. This is like 40 years afterwards, so he was first heard of, but then this is when he's like famous. Then he's obsessing about Darth Vader, and he wants to end the Jedi Order and like fulfill his master Supreme Leader Snoke's wishes.
Mm-hmm.
Then Luke is, I think it might be Rey, the
Good job,
girl.
Google and stuff.
What's,
Anyway, go
what's
ahead.
her, the actor, the girl who plays?
I think it's Daisy, like
I don't know.
Yeah, Daisy
something.
something.
And I think her last name begins with an R, but
I forget.
I can't remember right now.
Okay.
But so she,
Daisy Ridley, right?
yeah, Daisy Ridley.
Yes.
And so she, she's part. I didn't read anything about how she's part of the plot. She's obviously connected to Finn. Finn is a stormtrooper. He used to be a stormtrooper, and he has become like Force aware.
Mm-hmm.
And then
And like it's like a disease. You are Force aware.
and
Take 3 pills every day.
Oh no, I'm Force aware. Okay.
How long
so
do I
then
have?
then he becomes aware that he's Force sensitive. Then it's like the whole movie is the plot is a sort of battle to turn him to either the light side or the dark side.
Interesting. Interesting.
It might be Kylo Ren might just want to kill him or something, but it might be like a whole.
The Sith have like the whole conversion thing behind them, so I think
Yeah.
he's probably gonna try to convert him.
Yeah. Well, it might be like the Emperor was trying to convert Anakin to replace Count Dooku. He's got Kylo Ren now, but Kylo Ren's kind of an idiot, like Count Dooku was.
So,
Count
like
Dooku wasn't
Darth
an
Maul.
idiot, but he wasn't exactly what the Emperor wanted. So the Emperor, Supreme Leader Snoke, might be trying to like replace Kylo Ren with a more powerful.
Yeah,
henchman.
emperors tend to do that.
That's what he did with Darth Maul. Like Darth Maul was like throwaway.
I know, right? Like he didn't even make it past Phantom Menace.
Mhm.
Like,
But the Darth Maul was Count Dooku's apprentice, right?
Was
I'm pretty
Count
sure he
Dooku
was.
around?
No,
in
I
Phantom
think
Menace
the
era?
Emperor's
Like,
apprentice
was
was
he-
Darth Maul. Darth
The
Maul
Emperor's
died,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
so he trained Dooku
like the wizard.
as his next apprentice.
Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead. Like, are you?
And that's pretty much it. General Leia.
Who?
Yeah.
It's
Ooh.
not princess anymore. It's general.
That's stupid. Like,
But no,
it's not a general.
because
It's been 40 years.
I'm not kidding.
She could be a general now.
But she's like.
yeah,
she's
no,
never-
she's-
No, she could
she's
be-
def-
she
she's-
could be a general.
Like it's been announced she's gonna be
Yeah,
General
yeah.
Leia. But I mean, she was basically a general at first.
Is there a
She
time
just
when they're-
wasn't like officially.
Yeah.
Everyone listened to what she said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then that's about it. She's still in love with Han Solo, and then it might be that there's 2 people, Finn and Rey, who are both become Force sensitive or something on
Mhm.
Tatooine.
Now,
That'd be really interesting.
I have a theory. Okay,
Okay.
so
Different theory.
we live in a progressive era, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then just think about it.
No.
Okay. No. It's not nothing to do with love. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So all of all of those who have been Force aware have been male. I mean, kind of Leia, but she never really carried a lightsaber.
Actually,
Then
There were
it-
female Jedis.
Yeah.
Oh, no, never
My-
mind. I'm
my
sorry,
sister
never
has
mind.
it.
But there have been no female Sith though, have there?
oh,
Yeah.
that's the Sith are considered bad guys. They wouldn't.
Yeah.
The Sith are supposed to be like this sexist.
No, I'm talking like I'm saying female Sith. Now we have someone who's
Oh,
Force
we
aware.
do have that person
Ventress.
from the Clone Wars. Yeah, Ventress.
Massage Ven-
Oh yeah, no. Okay, she doesn't really count.
It's in the Clone Wars.
But anyway, so if by some chance they are trying to fix that conversion thing from Anakin, do you think that if Rey, becoming Force sensitive, could be the one who is swayed to join the Sith?
I doubt it.
Ooh.
I
Well,
I
there
think Daisy's a Skywalker.
I mean,
She-
yeah.
Not Daisy. Ray. Daisy's
Rey.
the
So,
actress.
Rey,
It-
yeah.
It might be. Yeah, that would be really cool. But yeah, it would have to be Leia's daughter because Luke couldn't have a child. Because
Luke doesn't know all those Jedi rules.
Pretty sure.
He does it. It's like, Luke, where we been all this time?
Okay.
What if what's the bad guy's name again?
Kylo Ren.
What if Kylo Ren is Han Solo and Leia's son?
That's
Like,
certainly a theory.
Like wants to follow his grandfather's legacy.
Okay.
No, okay. Adam Driver.
No, he teams up with Jar Jar Binks.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. All right.
I think we've got
No,
like
Yeah.
let's not.
Wherever we go,
I'm just
though,
gonna-
do you guys think there will be an epic lightsaber battle like a
No,
Of course.
whoa
Star Wars.
Star
If they
Wars.
renamed it, it'd be
Who
called
do you think it's gonna be
Lightsaber Wars.
between,
Okay, so obviously there's gonna be one between Kylo Ren and Finn.
yes.
Because like Finn's like and Kylo Ren's
Ray's
like,
gonna get a lightsaber at some
and they're
point.
in the same forest, so
All right,
Yeah.
we're good.
No, it turns out they're like just
Skywalker comes
turns
in,
out they're
like,
chopping.
yeah.
Turns out they're chopping down
Aw.
trees or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's
Something
just-
no.
Okay, we are running short on time,
Okay.
so let everyone give their final thoughts on the topic.
Mhm.
You have like 2 minutes each.
Okay. Well, I'm excited about it, and I kind of would like to see a female Sith Lord that is not Ventress and should never have been Ventress.
True.
So, I mean, even though it's kind of bad, I do kind of hope that Rey gets converted to the dark side. Just so you have you have two like people who are becoming Force aware, and if the Force is awakening, then they're pretty powerful. So then you have one that goes to one side, other goes to the other side, and they duke it out somehow.
We've
Anyway,
never
that's
had two lightsaber wielding Sith at the same time. have we?
Well, there's
and then they
always
get-
two.
Yeah, and then
The
they also
master
add,
and the apprentice.
Yeah, but like we've never had like, like two.
Well, that's because there's always a master and apprentice. That's like their
speaking of which-
laws.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, just imagine like new ways of having lightsabers. Like one thing, I mean, this actually rip off of Tron, but like having lightsabers like discs, or just new ways of having.
That is a
lightsaber.
rip off of Tron.
That is, I know it is a rip off, of Tron, but I'm talking about. Just bear with me here.
Mhm.
Just having new ways of having lightsaber that's not like a cross. You know, with little flames. I'm not even sure what they do.
That'd be
Unless they
really
extend to different lightsabers, then that would be kind of cool. You just have like.
Yeah, I've got to watch it again and see if that lightsaber that Finn is holding is whose lightsaber that is.
I think
his.
it's
A new one.
Anakin's.
No!
Like, no, like-
How do they get it blue then?
No,
Yeah,
so you
Anakin's
can,
was
like,
always
choose your
blue,
color.
and then
Yeah,
Luke
but-
had
but
it,
no.
and then his hand got cut off,
And it
and
fell
it fell
from
down while he was
Beacon.
on
Okay, well,
that Cloud City.
Beacon. It's
yeah, I-
BESPIN. I'm pretty sure it's either
Like
best.
I thought it was
Bespin. I
Bespin.
think it's Bespin.
Okay. Somebody
Okay.
said Beepin once. It sounds
Mhm.
kind of weird.
Yeah.
wait a minute. So,
So you can customize your lightsaber color, like.
Obi-Wan, you actually do. I don't want to get into that. Obi-Wan, actually, no, you don't. My bad. But you
I mean,
make
what if you
it
could,
yourself.
like.
Yeah, when you
put
become a
stickers
Jedi,
on it?
you have to make your own lightsaber.
Yeah.
It's like a rite of
Really?
passage.
Well,
you have to
Luke
go
kinda
through
skipped
like
that.
a big quest to make
Yeah,
it.
and you have to like.
Well,
find
Luke
your
did that
crystals.
sometime in
Shang-Chi
between
actually
the fifth
just-
movie and the
Oh,
sixth
that's
movie,
smarter.
where
Then
he
again,
made
like,
the
this-
green
this
one.
passage of time. Yeah. Oh, that's where he gets the green
Both
one.
apprentices ended
What?
up dying
Like, right?
in
That's how he gets the
their
green
quest.
lightsaber?
Yeah, I think
Like,
it's assumed that he's
like-
built it.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Man.
Okay.
No, woodshop class. Anyway.
Well, I'm gonna assume everyone said their final, unless there's something you really want to
Okay.
say.
Alright, I hope there's a big lightsaber duel.
Okay. Don't worry about that.
I hope there's a Sarlacc pit. And I hope that Kit Fisto or Shakti's species make a comeback, because I love both of them in my childish side of Star Wars.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm really excited about this movie to kind of get like a new, different feel on Star Wars, because they haven't made like a kind of like they haven't made a movie about the after Darth Vader's fall.
Yeah.
They haven't made a movie about that in a really long time. And so I'm excited to see Abrams' new take on it, as well as the fact that he's using like a lot of practical effects
Mm-hmm.
and like real explosions instead of CGI, and all that stuff, and how that ties into the Sega.
hmm Okay. Well, I'm personally really excited too, but it's time to wrap this up. I'm Jack Brock.
I am Patrick Russell.
I'm Angus Pritchard.
And I'm Derek Walker.
We're gonna have a new episode in 2 weeks, so see you later, guys.
Yep. See ya.
See you.